Hey everyone, how's it going? So I wanted to record this early in the day when the kids were actually up, but the battery was dead once again. Anyways, this is a male Kenyi, keep that in mind, he's a father. We'll get to the reasons for that later on. I was showing you how our tank's looking. Slight changes. I mean, we got a sunken ship in here now with water coming out his bottom. Not telling you how I did it. It's not manufactured that way. I got to keep some secrets after all. Got a few more boulders in here. Opens it up a bit more. Fortunately, we won't see the rubber lips right now. They do come out more often since they've gotten bigger. And one's really big now. He's the one we never see. Even at night, he's always underneath cleaning. Take these rocks out, it doesn't even feel like they're in an aquarium. He keeps them so clean. In fact, this rock here came out of the 30-gallon. It was covered in all colors of algae. And that was just yesterday. And it's already not even 24 hours, and it's already spotless. It's as clean as it gets. Well, that's how everyone's doing in there. We've changed minor things, that's it. Some slate in there now, some more flat rocks. Just open it up a bit, give them some more places to hide, and it gives us the advantage to see in there. And the nearite snail making a mess everywhere. Got to find a way to resolve that, which might just be getting rid of the nearite snail. They can, I think they're hermaphrodite, I'm pretty sure they are. I think only one of them you need to actually have nearite snail babies hatch, but these won't hatch because this is completely freshwater. Slight bit of salt in there just to help kill some parasites and whatnot. But they need a brackish water like mollies and guppies. It's not quite sea salt, but it's not fresh water either. So they need that to begin with to even have a chance to hatch. Well, here are the Kenyi babies, 20 to 30 of them from one mother a couple weeks ago. She's a mouth brooder. So the eggs from day one are in her mouth. They hatch in her mouth. And when they're just a little smaller than this, they're on their own. So as you can imagine, for about 30 days she is not eating, except maybe very occasionally when they do start to free swim, but are still calling her mouth home. So these are Kenyis. They're an African cichlid, Kenyi, and she's currently got a mouthful of more of them, which will probably be an even bigger batch. But she'll be staying in the hospital tank for about 2 to 4 weeks to fatten up and whatnot before we even put her back in the tank. And hopefully she won't get her mouth full of babies again right away. Right, so we took the Aouratus that were left out of there. There's 2 left. One, I don't know if it'll even make it. He's still tiny. You can see the molly fry, born last night, so they're about 24 hours old now, some of these. Also, before they move them, the Acara fry showed up. So yeah, Mum, I was wrong. They just hit them. The way they were acting, I just thought someone got them anyways, I was sure. So we'll leave them alone. They're just there in a flower pot. These clay flower pots are great to make a cave or something for them to play and hide in, sleep in. The cory cats really like it, but it's also stores quite a bit of beneficial bacteria in them. Black skirt Tetras from a rescue. Looking healthy and shiny. Serpe Tetra. So there's the other Aouratus. We have one of the Aouratus babies that's very healthy in here. He's not hiding there right now. We're going to wait to see if it's a male or a female. If it's a male, we're going to keep it. If it's a female, then we'll try to rehouse it because they pair off, and we have one extra female right now. There's one of them. He's getting big now. There's our blue ram, dwarf blue ram, South American cichlid. I actually make an electric blue version of this right now, which is unbelievable. This is $15 to $20 fish without being called electric blue. They add some more highlights in there by dyeing the fish one way or another and jack the price $50 to $70. So here's the fish we just relocated in to the 75 from the 45. He was a little tiny baby when we got him in December. Not much bigger than the Kenyi fry right now. He's graduated enough to come in here. So here's all these damn goldfish, feeder fish, that were for the last frog, but he unfortunately is not with us anymore. Baby frog in here, but I'm not thinking we're going to find that one right now. So more just showing you how we've changed the tank setup here. You can see it's 2 levels now, spread out across the tank. Just this little area, kind of a rocky beach area with some artificial plants. But this way we can see through the back. Yeah, you see the clown loaches in there now, all over the place. We can see. Can you turn off that lamp, please, Sophia? Thank you. So we can see down there quite a ways too. Get to see all the ones that like to dwell. So then you go up and then it's straight down the tank from there. It's a lot brighter when you're sitting here, that's for sure, than it is on this camera underneath there. But it's just right. It's like these frontosias here, when they're in the wild, they're up to 350 feet deep, and you don't generally find them any closer to the surface than about 75 feet. So think about being put in a glass pond that's only, what, 2.5 feet deep with this great big light. So they seem a lot happier, a lot more comfortable. The color's certainly coming out more. It's the other one. It's starting to get a nice hump on its head too. So here's where the crayfish were, and after we planted just this front portion here, we didn't do the step up at all. Because we're planting about 1.5 inch to 1.5 inches of soil, then the substrate. There's gravel on top, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches as well. So to do that one though, it's going to require 3 or 4 inches of soil, which we even didn't have at the time. And then the substrate on top again. But we put back there a clay pot. So there's an African plant in there right now. You can kind of see it there. It should grow a lot better in here than it was in the tens. We had moved all of our dwarf green onions out here. You see the bulbs grow best. You can grow them below the surface, but they tend to rot there, and they get that brown color like that. That's how we had planted in the Betta, but after researching a bit more, now you plant the bulbs above. So this one's been in here a while, that's why it hasn't got the brownness anymore. It's gone, and we get this nice bright white bulb. Grass cuttings from the, not really grass, but it's some sort of grassy looking stuff from the Betta 10 gallon. Already cut a clipping off of that one to plant in here. These are clippings off the money wort that we're hoping will grow and twist around the log. Some air, we stole it from the 45 for now, 45 long. That's the American killi fish. It eats black hair algae. This plant here came with this tank originally. But it came back to health by sitting in the molly tank, which gets a lot of sunlight during the day, which is also a dirt tank as well, the second one we made. And now it got transplanted here. It's doing great. You see the blackness on the edge of the leaf? That's black hair algae. You might be able to see that that's hairy, I don't know. But that's what the American killi fish is supposed to be eating. We got all the balloon mollies in here now too. That's the one on the right there, the black one on the right is actually the first group of babies with his brother or sister right there, the silvery one. There's some of her guppies, and there's about 100 guppy babies in here now. Oh, we're gonna get kisses. Good night. Mwah, Nana, I love you. Oh, huggies. Ooh, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, kissing the mama. Ooh, yucky. Mama doesn't brush her teeth. Oh, no. So here's our 45 long now. In this tank, after we thought we got rid of all the crayfish, we found some from the babies. One of the babies, at least, maybe 2. I kind of lost track at the time. I was cleaning out the tank, trying to get it done while watching the children. But he hides out in there. Last time we saw him anyways, he was hiding under these rocks when they were at the back, grouped together. There's our red-tailed shark, one of two. They're all no attacking anyone so far. See the tail's nice and red, the body's solid black, no whitening, no gray areas. But they're really good at indicating whether your tank is healthy or not, your water is healthy, because that tail will not be red at all if the water is poor quality. Harlequin Rasboras. We've changed this tank quite a bit. We got rid of all the purples and pink plants out of here. Just made it all a natural and all Asian species in there. There's our beta tank. There's Mr. Betta. They did have... He has a bubble nest here now, but it doesn't have eggs. They had a bubble nest the other day. It was full of eggs. And it looks like a gelatine when it's got eggs in it. Whereas this right now just looks like someone like spit in the water almost. And that's how he does it. He just blows bubbles up there. The female, maybe he'll chase her out wherever she's hiding. Don't know. But this plant here, same time as all the other plants, it was just about that big at the time. The whole thing, just like that. That's about it. Now, 4 weeks later, 5 weeks later, like that. Here's one we've taken the clippings off that I've been calling grass, and it's still growing out everywhere. We have something back there growing, we're not even sure what it is. It's just started growing out of the soil. Here you can see the water spread. Now this is the bottom of the plant, here especially. That's the growth from when we got it at the pet store, the type of growth it was getting. That's the type of growth it's getting now. Much more leafy, hardier, thicker leaves. You can see a big difference. And this one, the moneywort's getting tons of new growth on it. These little, come on, these little sprouts that are coming out here and here, all over the place. So that one there, tons of growth. We've already taken clippings off this, which are on the wood out on the 90 gallon we showed you. And this plant as well came in that 90 gallon. It was pretty much dead when we got it. Now you can see it's got little plants on it, its leaves, and they have roots on them. So I think what happens is they're going to get themselves planted in the substrate, and eventually we'll let go of this leaf and the leaf will float back up. I think that's how it multiplies. And then this is that grass stuff as well. This used to be just 2 and now it's 4 pieces there. There's some at the back too. You see it's just growing really well here. And this is the tank that other plant was in, that's in the 90 gallon planted part. And the Kenyi mother is in there right now with a mouthful of fish. So, can't turn on the lights right now, but she's doing good. Let's check the temperature while we're here. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so I think that's pretty much up to date now. I think there's any more to show or cover. Yeah, everything else is pretty small. Can't really show you at this time. Those are Yoyo Loaches. So nice to have them back out here. So cool. I still say yo 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 down the side. Turn sideways so we can see you. It's also called the Pakistani Loach. Yoyo Botia is another name for them. It's nice to have them back out here. They're so active. There's that killi fish, American flag killi fish. Grows about 2.5 inches. And you see there's babies all over here. Anyways, yeah, and here's some of that water sprite as well that we've cut off. And if you look underneath, you can see it's got tons of roots on it. Lots and lots. Hard to see in this camera, but there's lots of roots. It's definitely a survivor. Anyways, hope that you enjoyed watching, and we'll talk to you all soon. Take care.